Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project365, episode 289. Today what we're doing is mobilizing a little bit of the posterior hip complex and lat together. See, when we go and we start doing overhead squat position, or get into the overhead squat position, what we tend to notice is first, if we come down to the squat position, people tend to be okay here. But as soon as they raise their arms, we get all this tightness in here. So it makes sense to mobilize while in a hip flex position. So what we're doing is we're playing around a little bit with the pigeon pose or pigeon stretch, and then modifying that so that we can mobilize into the lat as well. So here's what it looks like. You're going to get against the wall, okay? And we're going to get into a modified pigeon position if you guys can do that, right? So here's what we're going to try to do. Leg's going to be somewhere around 90 degrees. Hip's going to be somewhere around 90 degrees. I'm going to get up onto the back of my knee like such, okay? What I want to do from right here, you can see how my hip is lifted up a little bit, okay? If I can get down to that position, that's awesome. If I can't, I'm going to bring either a ProPro pad or a block. A yoga block works really well for this position, right? And then all I'm going to do is sit back as far as I can. This hand sits here to stabilize. I'm going to reach here with that position, or with this left hand, reach, and then come up and see if I can touch the wall. Reach, and then come up, see if I can touch the wall. Ideally, I want to stay in this plane of motion the best I can. If I creep a little bit out in front, that might happen to begin with. But ideally, it's this plane first, okay? And then this plane second, okay? And you can see if you have to go on the other side, do it the same exact way. Here, again, I'm still working on this myself, so my butt cheek lifts up just a little bit. So I get into this position, I give myself that little bit of aid, okay? Now, this time I'm reaching my right arm, left hand is stabilizing. I'm going to reach across, and then I'm going to reach completely up. I'm going to reach across, and then reach completely up. It's just a great way to pin down this lower posterior quadrant here, right? This lower posterior hip complex, and then mobilize the mid back and lower back and lateral side or side of your back with that, okay? Because I think it's a great functional position, and I think it really represents being here a lot better. So try that out. It's a little bit of a takeoff of a pigeon pose, lateral mobilization, or lat mobilization. See how that works for you. Guys, until tomorrow, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.